I checked and reviewed the Immigration New Zealand webinar for employers about two new pathways for residents. It is skill trade skill pathway, and experience pathway. And I noticed that the skilled pathway, the requirement is 5 years of experience plus 2 years in New Zealand. And I would like to mention here, I even make some notes from this webinar, what sort of experience will be accepted as for residents. If you're applying for residents and you're trying to show your experience overseas, what sort of experience will be accepted? How can you prove your experience? So the government, Immigration New Zealand officers saying the following: you have to provide employment contract or agreement, service agreement, all the same, with name of employer, occupation, hours of work, and your remuneration. As well, you need to show summary of earnings, tax statement if you have, for all period of your work. Okay, let's talk a little bit about this. So I see a lot of these documents. When you're applying for jobs, when I interview you for job, I normally ask you, how can you show your experience? Because even when you're applying for work visa, you still have to demonstrate minimum 2 years of experience, skilled experience, according to those skills you're applying for. And I noticed that many of you cannot provide employment agreement. This means that you never will be able to apply for residence unless you work in New Zealand for 5 years, and then you can apply for your residence. So what I encourage you to do, my dear listeners, if your employer did not give you, obviously wherever you work, not giving you employment agreement, you have to ask for it. Ask for employment agreement, because without this, you cannot use this experience. Ask for your employment agreement. Make sure that your salary goes to your bank account. Make sure that you receive pay slips. So your experience was not just in the air. Or in New Zealand, we call it under table, because you work and somebody pay you cash. Yes, you can work and somebody will pay you cash, but you cannot ever show this experience as skilled experience. If you want later to apply for any skilled job in New Zealand, Australia, Canada, or any other country, you have to demonstrate that you're working in skilled job. And how you demonstrate it? With your agreement, with your documents like pay slips, agreements, tax if you pay in tax, and tax statement, and all proper documents. And in your agreement, you have to have full-time or part-time, if it is 40 or 45 hours. All this should be mentioned in your agreement. In the agreement, normally there is a job description where it's clearly stated all these details. Yes, you may have reference letter, but for your residence application, reference letter will not be enough. You will be asked for employment agreement. So I encourage you, if you're planning to move to New Zealand for work, or to Australia or any other country outside of your own, make sure that you start preparing your documents way beforehand, at least a year or two before you're applying for any skilled job. Because if you move in the country, it's a big move. It's a big move. You live in many things. Maybe you will move your family to this country. And then you will find out that you have to go back home, because there is no way you can extend your visa or stay. So this normally not pleasant to know at the end of the way. When you worked for 5 years, your children may be born here or grown up here, and they don't know any other culture, and you have to go back to your own country. So this is worthwhile to think beforehand.